Today's horoscope, Virgo February 17th, 2025. Discover your future with my daily horoscope for you about love, work, health, money and compatibility with other signs. The moon spends all day in your resources sector, and it's a great time to settle in and focus on comforting and reinforcing activities. Even so, trying to get the timing right is a lesson in frustration at times today. Today's transits encourage a focus on practical and physical needs, but people can be distracting, as they tend to be blunt or indelicate. Discern between feelings that come from a place of insecurity and those that come from your heart. You might feel that something is leading to a dead end and may want to investigate your alternatives. However, be careful not to jump into action based on current frustrations. You are beginning a new cycle today that is strong for organizing, planning, and sorting, particularly with work, chores, daily routines, and health goals. This cycle will last quite some time, until January, and turns your focus to what's fair in your work and with your working relationships and organized in your daily life. You might also find it natural and beneficial to learn new skills and keep abreast of new developments and methods. When it comes to our ever-changing and beautiful sky, there are many different celestial objects to watch. While the luminaries and planets are seen as the most potent and powerful ones to interpret and follow, the asteroids bring subtle details to light about the evolution of humanity. Today, the asteroid known as Pallas shifts into the zodiac sign of Aquarius. Pallas teaches us about the balance between the masculine and the feminine and encourages us to embrace wisdom and courage in our lives, especially around our emotions and relationships. Harness this energy in the future. With Pallas in Aquarius, turning your attention to social connection, platonic rapports, and humanitarian concerns will be paramount. Your feelings about money will impact your career paths. Be mindful of how your financial worries and sentiments influence your professional trajectory when the moon in Libra trines Jupiter in Gemini. It is unlikely that you are pursuing 2 or more vocations at this time. You may feel drawn to many different industries, pursuits, and more. However, your feelings regarding your financial state and value will likely impact what you prioritize. You may have to focus on one career path more than any others if it promises financial security for the time being. You may be needed by everyone today. The aspect at play has a way of making people more emotional than usual, and they tend to run to the nearest person to help process the uncomfortable, the challenging, the downright scary. You may experience your own deep feelings welling up, and it's important to take time out to notice what's going on inside of yourself. Here is an ideal scenario. Prepare a nice dinner for your loved ones and take a long walk afterwards. The essence of this day is likely going to find you feeling more contemplative than usual. You may find yourself thinking about your spirituality and religion if you are affiliated with an organization. Perhaps you will be drawn to this today. Consider spending some time in prayer or meditation when you have a chance. Or make a visit to your favorite place of worship. Allow your heart and soul to explore your feelings in this area of your life. What a difference a few days can make. A day after Mercury left your work sector and 2 days before the Sun is due to leave as well, the Moon returns for its monthly visit to your income sector. Just days after clashing as a full moon, this puts the Sun and Moon back in harmony while a friendly aspect to Pluto and Jupiter kicks off what will be a positive few days across the income, work, and career fronts. Meanwhile, with Mercury, the planet of communication in his first full day in your relationship sector and the asteroid Juno, in her last weekend in your communication sector, they are all about having the communication lines open. It is just as Mercury, the planet of communication, is settling into his first full day in your relationship sector that the asteroid Juno, the queen of commitment, reaches her last weekend in your communication sector. As if waiting for Mercury's return, Juno is free to leave, knowing that the communication lines will be in safe hands. Over the next few days, they will be working as a team. Daily Planetary Overview. The Moon in Libra forms a tense square with Mars retrograde in Cancer, stirring up emotions that may lead to moments of frustration, miscommunication, or impulsive reactions. Under this cosmic influence, tensions can surface unexpectedly, and you or those around you might act in ways that seem out of character. Have you ever caught yourself saying something in the heat of the moment that you later wished you could take back? This transit has a way of pushing emotions to the surface, sometimes leading to regrettable words or actions. But while temporary lapses in judgment can happen, they don't define you or your relationships. If conflicts arise, take a step back and focus on restoring harmony rather than letting discord linger. Making amends sooner rather than later can prevent unnecessary distance from those you care about. Socially, you are in high demand, as friends, family, and those close to you are drawn to your energy. People seek your guidance, support, or simply the comfort of your presence, and you may find that others are especially appreciative of your ability to listen and respond with kindness. Have you ever had someone tell you that just talking to you made them feel better? Your ability to offer understanding and encouragement is especially strong right now, making this a wonderful time to strengthen bonds with those around you. This warmth and openness also make you more likely to attract new connections, and you may cross paths with someone who leaves a lasting impression. Whether in friendships, professional relationships, or even romance, this is a time when genuine connections can flourish. If there have been any lingering misunderstandings or unresolved tensions in your relationships, this energy also provides the perfect opportunity to clear the air and rebuild trust. Holding on to past grievances only weighs you down, so if reconciliation feels right, take the step to heal and move forward. At the same time, the influence of Mars retrograde may make you more prone to inconsistency in decision-making. The temptation to say yes to every enticing opportunity or act on impulse may be strong, but it's important to think beyond the immediate excitement. Have you ever agreed to something in the spur of the moment, only to later realize that it wasn't in your best interest? While embracing spontaneity can be refreshing, it's equally important to consider long-term consequences. Not everyone around you can easily adjust to sudden shifts, and if others are relying on you, it's wise to move with intention rather than unpredictability. Approach situations with a sense of ease, and don't let temporary frustrations push you into rash decisions or unnecessary conflicts. If things don't go as planned, resist the urge to place blame. It's easy to point fingers when things don't unfold the way we expect, but dwelling on misfortune or projecting frustration onto others only disrupts relationships further. Instead, take a step back and consider the bigger picture. Have you ever looked back on a challenging situation only to realize that it ultimately led you to something better? Sometimes, setbacks are simply redirections, and the lessons they bring are more valuable than immediate success. Rather than engaging in arguments or allowing negativity to take over, focus on how you can adapt, learn, and grow. Financially, this is a favorable time for you, as your instincts for profitable decisions are especially strong. Whether negotiating a deal, making an investment, or handling financial matters, you have the ability to navigate opportunities with clarity and confidence. Have you ever had a moment where everything just seemed to align perfectly in a financial decision? That same energy is present now, making this an ideal time to make practical choices that set you up for success. However, staying grounded is essential. Avoid aiming unrealistically high or taking unnecessary risks. If you approach financial matters with patience and strategy, multiple options may open up to you. Any outstanding financial claims or lingering money matters could also find resolution in your favor, so take the initiative to address them rather than leaving things unresolved. As the day unfolds, remember that the energy of this transit is not here to create chaos, but rather to push you toward clarity and alignment. Are you allowing your emotions to dictate your actions, or are you using them as a guide to better understand yourself? Are you reacting to frustrations, or are you responding with awareness and intention? Every challenge presents an opportunity to grow, and every conversation, whether smooth or tense, has the potential to deepen understanding. The universe is reminding you that balance is always within reach, even in moments of tension. Stay mindful, stay open, and trust that the energy you put out into the world will come back to you in the best possible way.